Hello, leaders. Hey, this is Paul Grau, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that equips team leaders to lead through the challenges they face every day. So, yesterday we talked about what low productivity looks like and how you need to be able to know what signs to look for in order to proactively boost your productivity. One of the most common things that I've heard over my career about why low productivity occurs is that people just don't know what's expected of them. Today, we're going to talk about this, and I'll give you a challenge that you can work on today to improve your productivity. First, I want to share that this show is sponsored by the CLC team, and they help turn stagnating and unhealthy teams into high performing and high producing teams. They do this by creating an environment that has effective communication and eliminates unhealthy conflict. If that's something that you and your team need help with, get a hold of us at clcteam.com. Okay, as a reminder, we're going to be talking about ways to increase your productivity all month long. And we have a special free gift for you that's going to help you out. Be sure to pick up your free gift at clcteam.com/hiring question, or just click on the link in today's show notes. All right, so as I mentioned, one of the most common things that I hear as to why a team has low productivity is that there's no clear expectations. Basically, team members don't know what their leader expects from them and vice versa. Many leaders identified this as confusion among the team members while they were performing their work. And some leaders even said that it was to the point where some team members looked clueless when doing their jobs. Now, this is one area that I have been rather tough on leaders because this falls directly within the leader's responsibility. Leaders are in the best position to ensure their people know exactly what their job is and what's expected of them. And it all begins on day one. I think we can all agree that time is money in the business world. And when a new member joins your team, it's critically important that you take an active role in welcoming them and setting them up for success. As a bare minimum, on day one, leaders need to ensure the new team member understands that the leader is there for them if they have any questions at all, and the fact that there are simply no dumb questions, especially until they really get settled in and comfortable with their jobs. And even then, well, they should never be afraid to ask any question. Leaders also need to make sure that there are crystal clear job descriptions for every single job within the team. No excuses. Now, if you've been listening to me for any amount of time, I know that you've heard me say this before. And if there isn't a clearly written job description for every single job, you are simply asking for confusion within your team, and you have nothing to base your expectations on. On the other hand, when you have a clear job description, you have a solid foundation for expectations, and this drastically reduces any confusion. The thing is, a great job description does no good to anyone if the leader doesn't take the time to sit down with each team member and explain it to them. This is how you set your people up for success, and it's how you show them how to set their people up for success once they become leaders. Doing this is leadership by the right example at its finest. Today's challenge for you is to look at every position within your team and find out if there's a clearly written job description. If there is, that's great, but you're not off the hook because I want you to check it and review it with the team member who is actually performing that job. Ensure every part of the job is described within the job description. Now, if you don't have any job descriptions, it's time to start writing them, like today. And when you start this, be sure to include each team member in writing out their job description. Because let's face it, they're in the best position to write out everything that they're responsible for on a day-to-day basis. Now, if you're an entrepreneur with just a few team members, this is even more critical for you, as you can't afford for any team member not to be clear on what their jobs and their roles are. They need to know exactly what they should be doing and not doing. Hey, that's it for today. But before I go, I want to make sure that you know about the free product that you can download right now. And it's called the Number One Hiring Question. And this will also help you increase communication, get better job placement, increase morale within your team, and increase productivity. To get your free download, you can visit clcteam.com/hiring question or simply click on the link in today's show notes. And by the way, the free download comes with a video that I've made that explains the tool in detail. Have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.